What up everybody, Marcelian here, have a new video for you guys. This is going to be my beginner's guide for Retribution Paladins in 5.2 PvP. Alright, so not so much of a guide, but it's basically going to be the way I'm going to go into the new season of arenas for 5.2, like the gems, the reforging, the talents, you know, the comp I'm going to be playing and shit like that. So let's go over to through the changes that Red Paladins are going to get for 5.2. So first change is with the PvP power. Now we get 25% more heals on the PvP power. Okay, so for example, right now on the PTR I have 50.54% PvP power. That means I get 12.63% more heals. Alright, now take note, I don't have any gems because I didn't find any at the auction house on the PTR, so that sucks. Now the other change they did is through our passive, Sword of Light. Now Sword of Light used to do 30% Word of Glory and 30% Flash of Light, like 30% more heals. Now it does 100% more heals for Flash of Light. So that's super cool. Add that with the PvP power, and we already talked about it in another video. So yeah, this is the change. Actually, huge change they did. Another change they did is to our talent Selfless Healer, and it was logically. Now it gives you a max 60% effectiveness, down from 105%. But they did buff the Flash of Light, so it's alright. And another change is to Eternal Flame. They buffed the ticks from this this hot by 100%. Alright, so it used to be ticking at about 3-4k. Now it ticks to 8-10k, which is really cool. Okay, these were the changes. Now, accordingly to these changes, I'm going to spec differently from what I used to be in 5.1. So in 5.1, I used to gem out all resilience. Like my red sockets were with strength and resilience. My yellow sockets and blue sockets were with PvP power and resilience, I think, and like everything. And no, some of my yellow sockets were actually full on resilience. So I had a lot of resilience because we got really squishy after the 5.1 nerf to PvP power. Didn't survive that long. But I'm going to change all that. Now I'm not going to go on full PvP power, but I will go into PvP power and some resilience. So let's start off with the gems. Now gems in 5.2, what I'm going to go for my red, at least I'm going to try it out. I'm going to take Perfect Tense Rogue Stone. That gives 80 strength and 160 PvP power. Now strength is your primary stat. Don't forget about that. Strength gives you damage and gives you heals as well. Okay, well, as long as you have more attack power, you mean you have more heals, more good heals. Now for the reds, again, Perfect Tense Rogue Stone. Now for the blue sockets, I'm going to go with Perfect Stormy Lapis Lazuli. What a fucked up name. It gives plus 320 PvP power. 320, yeah, that's correct. 320 PvP power. And for the fucking yellows, let me just check my yellows. Yeah, the yellows, I'm going to go with the Perfect Vivid Alexandrite, which gives 160 PvP power and 160 PvP resilience. So you see, I'm not giving up on all my resilience, okay? I'm still gonna stack up a little bit because we have good heals, but most of our big heals are actually for our teammates, not for ourselves. But still, if you want, you know, to have the big damage and big heals, you have to get some PvP power up. And to round it all up, we're gonna have for red Perfect Tense Rogue Stone, for blues Perfect Stormy Lapis Lazuli, and for yellows Perfect Vivid Alexandrite. Alright, that rounds it all up. Now for reforging, nothing has to change that much. So you're gonna have to have 3% hit cap. You're gonna have to have 3% expertise cap. This is for level 90 PvP. It's great. Have it all up, and after you get that done, you're still gonna have to get your primary reforging to haste. The haste is gonna be the main reforging stat for paladins. Haste gives you good damage, gives you good heals, and so on. So haste has to be the number one stat. After that is gonna be probably mastery, and after that is going to be critical. Okay, so again, crit chance at 3%, expertise cap at 3%, haste, then mastery, then critical strike. That's it. Now for the enchants, I'm gonna go for the shoulders for 200 strength and 100 critical strike. For the back, 180 critical strike. It's good to have a little bit of crit there, especially when you get an Inquisition up. It's a nice number. For the chest, I'm going to go with the 200 resilience. It's gonna be fine. Like I said, do not ignore resilience in 5.2. It's good to get more PvP power, but still have some resilience on you. For the wrist, I'm going to take 180 strength. That's the enchant. For the gloves, 170 strength. So yeah, strength is your primary stat. Please take it wherever is available. For the belt, now you gotta take the only thing you can get for the belt is the belt buckle enchant, so you get 2 sockets in, which is really nice. For the pants, 170 strength and 100 critical strike, really good. And for the boots, now for the boots there's a lot of enchants you can go. You can take Pandaria step. I took the 140 mastery and minor increase speed. And last but not least, the enchant to the weapon. It's gonna be called Living Steel Weapon Chain. I'm going to use it, and take in mind a lot of classes can disarm me now. Like take for example monks, warlocks with their pets, warriors, rogues, priests, and so on. So it's really good to have like a 50% lower duration of disarm effects, which is really great. So for the weapon, again, Living Steel Weapon Chain. So the talents. It's pretty basic shit, not too much NASA engineering. Now, with all the changes in mind, even if Selfless Healer got nerfed and shit, we're gonna go with this. But before I go to the talents, you gotta understand one thing. If you want to choose your talents, there ain't no best way to have your talents. Now I'm especially with the CC ones, okay? I usually go a lot between Fist of Justice and Burden of Guilt, depending on what comp I'm having and what comp I'm facing, okay? Clemency is a must, Holy Avenger is a must, Holy Prism is a must. These 4 right here, I don't see, I tried them all, really doesn't work. Now, sometimes I go from Selfless Healer to Sacred Shield if I have like a melee team, like a warrior and DK, or warrior and hunter. But for now, my comp for the next season is 90% going to be Red Paladin, Resto Druid, and Frost Death Knight. Okay, this is gonna be our comp. Now, on this situation, the DK does have a lot of slows, so probably I'm not gonna take Burden of Guilt because it's gonna be useless, but I am gonna take Fist of Justice. So with the 30-second cooldown on Fist of Justice, it's gonna be really nice with the CCs. For the primary talents, I'm gonna take Long Arm of the Law. Now this, if you judge somebody, you get like a 45% increase to your speed. You're gonna run around like a madman. And for the healing talents, now I'm gonna take Selfless Healer definitely, but I will try out Eternal Flame as well to see how it goes. Okay, so I'll let you guys know. But for now, Selfless Healer is the primary, because you get like instant flash of lights, and you saw on my PTR heals the numbers that can go on. It's beautiful. Now for the level 60 tier, I'm gonna go to Clemency, of course, double Hand of Freedom, double Hand of Protection, double Sacrifice, and again, if they change Hand of Sacrifice to also dispel harmful effects on your friendly target, which they talked about on the forums, it's really good. And for the burst tier, I'm gonna go with the Holy Avenger. Fuck it, it's really nice. And Holy Prism is really good. Now Holy Prism is useful in a lot of ways. It does a decent amount of damage, although on cooldown. It does sometimes a decent amount of heals, but also gets out stealthy motherfuckers. So if you cast this shit on yourself, it's gonna beam out some fire phrases and shit, and it's gonna get out rogues and I don't know, mages, ferals and shit like that. So take Holy Prism, it's really useful. I mean, it's like you have any other option. Fuck these two. Right, so these are my talents, guys. So Long Arm of the Law, Fist of Justice, Selfless Healer, Clemency, Holy Avenger, and Holy Prism. Take in mind, I am going to be playing Resto Druid, Red Paladin, Frost Decay. This is why I'm taking this. And if we, sometimes I'm going to switch between Fist of Justice and Burden of Guilt, and sometimes I'm going to switch between Selfless Healer and Sacred Shield. Now for Glyphs, oh, it's bugged. Fuck it. But I'm gonna tell you off the top of my head, for the Glyphs I'm gonna use probably So first glyph I'm going to use is Glyph of Double Jeopardy. If you know what that does, basically you judge a target, and after you judge it, your next judgment is going to increase the damage by your judgment spell by 20%, but only if you do judgment on a second target. It's really good. It increases the damage on judgment. Now, the other major glyph I'm going to take is going to be Glyph of Templar's Verdict. Of course, after you hit somebody with Templar's Verdict, you take 10% less damage for 6 seconds. Okay, so that's a let's say decent defensive tool. Also, I take Glyph of World of Glory. Now, it increases the damage by 3% per holy power spent after you cast Word of Glory or Eternal Flame on a friendly target. So what this means, if you like, you use 3 holy powers to heal somebody, not 2, even 1. Okay, if you use 1 holy power to heal somebody, the next 3 holy powers, like you get 1, 2, 3, or even 5, I don't know. This is gonna be multiplied by 3. Now let's say 3 holy powers, you're gonna get like 9% more damage, okay, out of this. So you hit 1, 3% more damage, 2, 6% more damage, 3, 9% more damage. We're gonna land that Templar's Verdict, you're gonna have a 9% more damage on your Templar's Verdict. So that's really nice. I'm gonna take that. And for minor glyphs, I don't give a fuck. You can take whatever you want. They don't mean shit. Maybe probably what the fuck is it called? The one with makes you fly with the wings. Falling Avenger. Yeah, that's what it's called. Falling. If you want to take Falling Avenger, you want to slow fall during the Avenging Wrath. Take your pick. All right. Well, guys, I guess that was it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any ideas, suggestions, I'm open to all kinds of feedback. Any crazy stuff you want to put in, it's fine. Just throw it out in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button and share the video, and be subscribed to the TGN World of Warcraft channel. Also, check out my YouTube channel. It's called youtube.com/Marcelian Online. So once again, thank you for watching. Peace out.